only in foreigners, then you really got to kind of wonder why. She makes a request for money and you say no. How does she react to that? That it's much more transactional, it's much more she's interested in what you can provide to her and to her family.
Welcome in to another episode of Foreigner Loves
Filipina.
Today we want to talk about red flags you should be looking for to identify whether your Filipina is a gold digger or whether or not she's a genuine Filipino looking for an authentic relationship. A gold digger might be one to have a genuine relationship with you, maybe wants to have a long-term relationship with you, but her motives may not be for really a genuine connection. That it's much more transactional, it's much more she's interested in what you can provide financially to her and to her family. So if you're talking to a Filipina, either online or in person, if you're there in the Philippines with boots on the ground, and money comes up very early in the conversations when you're first meeting, where she either hints that she needs help or just explicitly asks for money, obviously that is a really bad red flag that she may not be interested in you.
Yeah, that may consider as a gold digger.
Yeah, that she might have interest beyond that. Why don't you share a little bit about a friend that you have that has had a relationship with foreigners, that you think it is more of a gold digger type thing than it is that she's really looking for a genuine relationship, and kind of how money comes up in those relationships really early?
Yeah, I keep telling to Dara that I have a friend and he already met her. So she did not, I don't think that she really wants to have a genuine relationship. Yeah, I'm sure that she wants to have relationship with a foreigner, but not like a serious relationship, but just as, a gold digger, just for money. It's not
her main motive.
Yeah, just for money, because she has this one foreigner that she said that serious, that he's good because he can provide whatever she needs. So it means that she just after his money. And then she also have this other foreigner that she kind of also flirting just because of money again. So it's all about money. So I can feel that's...
Well, and that's one of the other red flags we were going to mention later, but I'll bring it up now since it came up already. And that is, if she has dated a lot of foreigners, that's a big red flag. It doesn't disqualify them, okay, if they've dated another foreigner. But if she's dated other foreigners or seems to be interested only in foreigners, then you really got to kind of wonder why. Now, there could be reasons other than money, but that would be a big red flag to me if, she's dated other foreigners or has dated a lot of foreigners, and obviously something you can try to find out. But it would really make me question what her motives are.
And sometimes it's hard to know if she has a lot of foreigners because you think that, she's the one and she's serious about you, but that's why you need to have more connection on whether someone else in her family or something that she introduced you to her family. Make sure you know all the details about her, because you never know. But sometimes family are still
well, they might be part of
it. Part of it. So that's the problem. But you'll figure it out. You just be smart enough to know if she is really serious about you, because it's...
So back to kind of the money part. So like we say, if money comes up early, that would be very, very concerning. If you decide to send her money, keeps on asking for more and more, it just never ends, there's always some new emergency or some new need, that would be a huge red flag. But also, if she doesn't want to be accountable for where the money went, so let's say she said she needed to go buy a new phone because she needed to talk to you, and then you gave her the money for that, and then she doesn't want to show you the receipt or show you the new box or anything like that. A lack of accountability for the funds you send would be a red flag to me. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree. That's why you really know if a Filipina is not a gold digger, you send money to her and she is responsible to take a receipt and show what she bought. So yeah, because if not, then you never know that she's also like giving this money that you send to, you know, to the other boyfriend or maybe her family or whatever. But yeah, that's just make sure that you know that she's not a gold digger.
She makes a request for money for a specific need and you say no, how does she react to that? Does she accept it and respect the fact that, okay, you know, it's your money, you can say yes or you can say no, or does she get really upset? Does she either get angry or does she get really sad? Does she all of a sudden ghost you for a couple days? You know, all those things show you that her main motivation is probably money rather than a true relationship with you. And that would be a big warning sign of all of a sudden, you know, she reacts really negative to being told no.
Yeah, that's not, you know, that's not okay. And it's really obvious that she just after your money. Yeah, because, you know, it's still your money and you have the decision to say no. But then if she react negatively, like she's upset to you, like she don't want to talk to you anymore, like I'm gonna break up with you because you don't love me anymore, you don't send me money, then that's not a good sign.
Yeah, well, it shows that she feels love is shown through you giving money.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you want a genuine relationship, you don't want that to be the way she feels loved is by how much money you give her.
If she understand, if she said like, oh, that's okay, you know, then maybe, yeah, you never know, she's genuine.
Yeah. Kind of what she ends up buying with it. So let's say you're in a relationship with a girl, either in person or you're still long distance, and she's always wanting to buy, you know, brand name things. Like the brand name is really important to her more than a practical item.
Yeah, the daily needs, yeah.
Yeah, your daily needs. You know, either having a certain handbag or a certain kind of, you know, whatever.
Yeah, just to show to people that, you know, she has a perfect life, that she has this, you know, a sugar daddy, I guess, whatever you call that. But yeah, it's not a good sign too.
Yeah, I think most provincial Filipinas that are truly genuine, that are out in the province, they're used to living a practical life and buying practical things. So it's not about the flashy jewelry, the flashy handbag, the, you know, gaudy makeup. I mean, that would really be unusual for someone out in the Philippines, and that would be very concerning to me if I knew someone that lived out in the province and was kind of high maintenance like that, because that would be pretty rare out in the province.
Yeah, but you know, I told you about this Badjao girl, that she is really, I don't know if, but yeah, I can see that she's poor because the way, like how their house made and the way where they're located, like, you know, in a squatter area, squatter place. But then when she met this foreigner, she kind of like abruptly like have this nice dress, jewelry, and showing in social media about her sexy, you know, sexy body. So I don't know, I don't think that's like a genuine Filipina. I think she just want to be able to go out with her status in life, being poor.
Well, I think another way you can tell is so first of all, if she likes to buy all the brand name things, kind of the flashy things, not the day-to-day necessary thing. But then if she goes another step and feels a need to show them on social media to impress everybody. So she buys a new handbag, or you get her a piece of jewelry or some earrings or something, and all of a sudden she's got to put that out on social media, and it's all about impressing other people.
You
know, gold diggers are all about impressing other people.
And gold digger is all about themselves, like herself, not you know, other people, like not even like maybe her family. I'm not sure, but most of the gold digger I know is just about themselves.
I know a Filipina I would definitely classify as a gold digger that lives here in America, and her social media, every post is, you know, her and her handbag. I mean, always make sure that the brand name is shown. I remember one picture in particular. She has a Mercedes, and there was a picture taken in her car, and the way it was positioned, it was You could see the Mercedes logo on the steering wheel. You could see the Louis Vuitton logo on the bag, and she had the jewelry, the Gucci jewelry switched to where you could make sure you could see. And so like it was clearly all staged to, and then of course she was all made up and everything, but it was clearly all staged to see, look at all of these high-end things I have. And you know, I mean, she's a gold digger through and through. So, you know, I'd be really cautious of them going after the high brand names, but then also if social media is important, and also if their social media is always pictures of them and not you as a couple or you and their family. You know, if it's always pictures of her and what she looks like, I mean, it's a very self-centered, way to act. And, you know, that would be very alarming to me if all the social media or the vast majority of social media was pictures of her without you, and you're just basically her photographer and her trip advisor and where you're going, you know. You know, if she's a genuine Filipina, she wants you in the photo with her, okay?
Yeah, even if she, you know, maybe that's her personality, like, at least like wanted to like experience also this kind of like expensive bags, but at least, you know, the Filipino like let you join in the picture just so you know that you know he has a man and that, you know, took care of her. But then if just by herself being selfish, then that's really literally like
that's a big gold digger sign right there.
No.
If she treats you really well because you're her sugar daddy and you're her source of money, but you know she treats other people really poorly, like if you go up to a restaurant and she's really rude to servers, or she's really rude to, you know, people that she doesn't know, or people who don't have status. You know, if everything is, you know, she respects people with status and respects people with money, and she doesn't respect the average person on the road or the person serving at the Candaria, you know, that would be a red sign that, you know, she values money and status rather than values what a person is genuinely like. So that would be something that, you know, I'd be very cautious if she seemed really rude to other people. And if that's the case, she'll eventually be rude to you once you have to say
you're
no.
Broke and, you know, you don't have money anymore.
You're just
she'll dump you. She'll go find someone else that has, like, you know, that can provide to her needs.
She never seems interested in how your day is going, or you know, if it's all about her, if it's all about self. A genuine Filipina is going to check and see how you're doing, whether you're long distance or you're in person. So she's going to want to know that, you know, did you eat well today? Did you sleep? How was work today? She's going to be asking questions about your day. If everything is about her and her day and how she feels, you know, obviously it's a very self-centered way of living, and gold diggers tend to, I think, be very self-centered, and it's all about them. And so that would be something that would be really concerning to me. If you enjoyed this, please give us a like. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. And if you've ever been in a relationship with a gold digger, we'd love to hear your stories. Tell us in the comments some of the red flags you've seen so that your fellow viewers can be alerted to them. Thank you and have a good day.